Yeah. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the A King Bro channel. My name is Kingsley Hunter. I'm a current English major in college. I am 22 years old, and I'm an aspiring sports writer. Writing is sort of my hobby. What I'm passionate about. I love expressing myself using the pen or pencil. Whatever, your pick. I love weightlifting. I love hanging out with my friends, going out for jogs to clear the mind. I love meditating. And basically I want to start this channel just to, express myself and express my my hobbies and my interests to you guys. I'm a huge WWE fan, a huge sports fan in general. I've been watching WWE since I was I'm 22 now, so maybe around I was like 9. I want to say 9. So today I'm gonna dive into my top 5 favorite wrestlers, my top 5 matches, and my top 3 promos of all time since I've been watching wrestling for the past almost going on maybe 13, 14 years. So first I want to start off with my top 5 favorite wrestlers. Number 5 is none other than the Beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar, the current WWE champion, the multiple-time WrestleMania main event, former UFC champion Brock Lesnar. I mean, when people hear the name Brock Lesnar, you just think badass. Like, you just think monster. You just think behemoth, just a beast. And that's exactly what he is. A lot of people, complain, oh, he doesn't show up. Oh, he just shows up when he wants to. He's only there for the money. But truth be told, he is the only larger-than-life character in the entire company. So that's why Brock Lesnar is one of my top 5 wrestlers today, right now. Next is the man, Becky Lynch, the current Raw Women's Champion, the longest reigning Raw Women's Champion currently. She is scheduled to face Asuka at the Royal Rumble in just a couple weeks. Looking forward to that match. As we all know, last year she faced Asuka and she tapped out. But in that same night, she won the Royal Rumble. So basically, this is kind of, this is revenge when you're in the making for Becky Lynch. There's always been that one asterisk this year, is that she lost to Asuka. Now she has the chance to right that wrong. But Becky Lynch, from Ireland, she scratched and clawed her way to the top. Part of the 4 horsewomen. She wasn't, people think of the 4 horsewomen, they think of Charlotte, Sasha Banks, and Bayley, especially Charlotte Flair. Like, Becky Lynch never got that same, recognition as Charlotte did. But since 2018, when she turned heel against Charlotte, she's been, the top superstar in the company. She's been the man. So Becky Lynch is definitely number 4 on my list. Next up is the big dog Roman Reigns, the 4-time WrestleMania main eventer, the 4-time world champion, Royal Rumble winner. I mean, what can you say about Roman Reigns? The former Shield, the former enforcer of the Shield, Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns, he just never has a bad match. His promo skills have gotten better immensely since he went solo back in 2014. Roman Reigns, clearly the top guy in the company. Vince loves him. We all know that. He's here to stay. Some people call him John Cena 2.0, but I don't see him that way. I see him as Roman Reigns. I see him as the big dog. He loves the business. He loves his fans. And it was amazing seeing him live. I've seen him live a couple times. He's awesome. And Roman Reigns sits at 3. Number 2 will be the Scottish psychopath Drew McIntyre. Now, McIntyre's actually had been in the WWE. He's had 2 stints with the WWE. The first time, he was dubbed the Chosen One. Vince McMahon's handpicked guy. He was destined to be great. But the first time didn't really work out. He got thrown into the 3-and-B with Jinder Mahal and Heath Slater. Kind of got treated as a clown as such. He left, came back, reinvented himself. New body, new look. Just a completely different person. Went to NXT, won the NXT championship. I mean, Drew McIntyre just reinvented himself. He was amazing. He got injured, came back to the main roster, hooked up with Dolph Ziggler, a couple main events here and there, tag team championships, and since he's dispersed from Dolph, he's had a decent singles run. Losing big matches. He's been in big matches. As far as with Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. Teaming with Shane McMahon. Awesome King of the Ring showing. But Drew McIntyre is one of the top heels today. He has probably the best look in the entire company. This guy is a star. I'm just waiting for him to get the rocket so he can, we can see his full potential. And number one for me is Seth freaking Rollins. Now, in my opinion, Rollins to me was the best member of the Shield. Like, as soon as I saw the Shield debut, I knew Seth Rollins was it. I knew Seth Rollins was going to be the man. And sure enough, he was. He was the first WWE champion out of all the Shield. He was the first one to win it. Cat had one of the greatest cash-ins of all time at WrestleMania 31 when he cashed in on Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns to close WrestleMania to become the WWE champion. That moment, I completely marked out. I marked out like a kid opening presents on Christmas Day. That's how much, that moment for him really was amazing to watch. Seth Rollins is easily one of the top workers ever in any company, in AEW, in Impact, ROH, New Japan. He's easily at the top. Seth Rollins is just that guy. His 2015 heel run, amazing. His babyface run wasn't, it was but now he's hooked up with AOP. He's being a heel again. I've always believed that he was best as a heel. Always best as a heel. Now he's back as a heel. And let's see what he does with it. I think he's gonna thrive. And this is Seth Rollins I know and love. Heel Seth Rollins. So those are my top 5 favorite wrestlers right now at the moment. It always changes. The next video could be, Charlotte could be in it. Could be Shayna Baszler. Ricochet could be in my top 5. It always changes. So next, I want to dive into my top 5 matches of all time. And I'm going to start with number 5. Number 5 will be Edge versus The Undertaker, WrestleMania 24 in Orlando, Florida. This was my first pay-per-view that I've ever bought that I watched live. Was WrestleMania 24. And, man, that pay-per-view as a whole was amazing. With the triple threat, John Cena, Undertaker, and Triple H. No, I'm sorry. John Cena, Randy Orton, and Triple H for the WWE Championship. JBL versus Finlay, and then the street fight. Man, there was another match. Batista and Umaga, WrestleMania 24. But this match really just stole the show for me. Edge versus The Undertaker was the feud of 2008. That feud is so engraved in my mind that, I even watch this match maybe 2-3 times a year because it was that amazing. Edge always get the best in Undertaker during this feud. Undertaker was still undefeated at WrestleMania. Edge was going to the world champion. He had La Familia by his side. The odds were stacked against The Undertaker. And, going into that match, the anticipation was high. It was high. And watching that match, Edge countered every single thing the Undertaker tried to do, from the tombstone to the last ride. All countering all of Undertaker's signature moves. And we just thought, me watching at home, just wow, is Edge really gonna do this? He's outsmarting the Undertaker. But sure enough, Undertaker got the W over Edge, became World Heavyweight Champion, closed out WrestleMania 24 as the World Heavyweight Champion. It was a great match. Top 5 for me, obviously. Amazing match. Next up is Brock Lesnar versus Kurt Angle Iron Man match for the WWE Championship, SmackDown 2003. Easily my favorite Iron Man match of all time. This match had everything. This match had amazing wrestling, amazing storytelling, psychology. Of course, Kurt Angle. Both of these athletes have wrestling backgrounds, so every time these two, get into a ring together, is magic. They did the same thing at WrestleMania 19. Amazing match, phenomenal match. Yes, and the way the match ended, Kurt Angle had his ankle lock on Brock Lesnar, and Angle was trying to tie it up. I think it was 5-4, and Angle was trying to tie it up, but Brock just held on long enough for the time to expire to retain his WWE Championship. So yeah, I was on the edge of my seat every time I watched this match. Every time I watch the match, I'm on the edge of my seat, even though I know the outcome. It was just that great. Storytelling was awesome. I just love it. 3 for me is John Cena versus Umaga, Royal Rumble 2007. Now, this is when Umaga was at his hottest. Rest in peace to Umaga, by the way, one of the scariest heels I've ever seen. Umaga was undefeated at this time, and this was when John Cena was starting to get into his, top guy form. Vince McMahon was kind of forming him to be, the top guy. And, Umaga was unstoppable. He was unbeatable. Nobody could beat Umaga. And this is my favorite John Cena match, personally, for me. I always go back and watch this match. It had blood. It was so violent. The storytelling was awesome. Cena, it took everything out of Cena just to beat Umaga. And this was the last man standing match, by the way. So you have to have your opponent down for the count of 10 in order for you to win this match. So John Cena was getting the hell beat out of him. He was getting his ass kicked. He was just he was down. He had to dig down deep, and he needed everything he could to beat Umaga. And then he did just that. The match ended with him. Umaga had removed the rope attached to the ring. He was gonna hit John Cena with the turnbuckle, the part of the turnbuckle, and John Cena countered into a FU. So John Cena uses the rope, ties around Umaga's neck into the STF, and chokes Umaga out cold. And he had to do that twice just to keep him down. This match was phenomenal. It was crazy. I might even watch it after I stop filming this video. So yes, I love this match. Yeah, I love that match. Number 2 is everyone's favorite. Everyone agrees universally that this match is the best match of all time. But for me, it's 2. It's Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker 25 at WrestleMania 25. Not 26. I think 25 because, people going in knew it was going to be a great match, but not that great. 26, we knew what to expect, but 25, just wow, this was the best match on not only on the card of 25, but ever. This match had everything. It had, of course, that storytelling. I'm big on storytelling. The kickouts were on point. It wasn't just a spot fest. They had story with it. Man, this match had everything. Of course, Undertaker won this match. Shawn Michaels went for a moonsault. Undertaker counted into a tombstone for the W. I'm on the edge of my seat. I even watched it a couple weeks ago. Even though I knew the outcome, I'm on the edge of my seat. It was that good. I can watch this match every single day if I wanted to. And number 1 for me, my top 5 to round out this list, is John Cena versus CM Punk, Money in the Bank 2011 for the WWE Championship in Chicago. This match, John Cena has a history of being in hostile environments. John Cena versus RVD, One Night Stand 06. The crowd, more the same here in Chicago. This crowd obviously pro Punk. John Cena's back against the wall. If he loses this match, he'll be fired. CM Punk at this time was gonna leave the WWE, so if he won this match, he will be the WWE champion and he will be no longer employed with the company. So he will take the WWE championship and go defend it at ROH or, New Japan or somewhere. So the fate of WWE was in John Cena's hands. So this was a big time match. And this was obviously during the summer of Punk. This is where Punk caught steam. This is where Punk was, kind of neck and neck with Cena as far as like top guys in the company. John Cena, with John Cena, he's no stranger to hostile environments. This match was 5 stars for me. I watched this match maybe once or twice a month. Ran about 40 minutes. CM Punk got the win. We all know what happened afterwards. He eventually came back the next week, signed a new contract. But this match here is probably CM Punk's best match in my opinion. You could say Undertaker match at WrestleMania 29. You could say Chris Jericho at 28. But this match here for me is Punk's best match. And this is actually my favorite match of all time. So next, I want to get into my top 3 promos. For me, number 3 is going to be Edge and John Cena SmackDown 2009, the build up before Backlash 09 for the last man standing match. Everyone knows the history between Edge and John Cena. Starting in 06 when Edge cashed in, he won his first WWE Championship against John Cena after John Cena went through a hellacious Elimination Chamber match with the likes of Kurt Angle, Kane, Chris Masters, Carlito. And he cashed in on John Cena win his first championship, and that's where the feud really took off. Who could forget, Edge and Lita, going against John Cena pretty much the whole year. That feud is one of the greatest feuds of all time, Edge and John Cena. Every time, you think of Edge, who's Edge's greatest rival, it's pretty much everyone will say is John Cena. And this match in 2009 at Backlash was pretty much the culmination. This would be the last time these two would meet in this magnitude. Like, this was the main event of Backlash, and this was, for the World Heavyweight Championship. So this was huge. And this promo on SmackDown, a couple nights before Backlash was mind blowing to me. Edge basically, he just talked about why he doesn't like Cena. He hates Cena, everything they've been through. He just despises Cena. Just looking at Cena, he just oozes hate. He says he hates his wristbands, his t-shirts, what he stands for and everything. So John Cena, he takes off his shirt, he takes off his wristbands, he takes off everything Edge said he hated and said, you don't hate me. You hate me because after everything you've done to me, I still get back up, I still fight, and you can't put me down. And this, you gotta watch this promo. It's just so real. Like, the emotions were high. It was captivating to me. And I always go back and watch this promo. It's one of John Cena's best promos. John Cena has a lot of great promos, but this promo was it for me. I just loved this promo. And of course, Edge went on to win with the Big Show's help, obviously. But this promo back in 09 on SmackDown was it for me. So number 2, I'm gonna is the AJ Lee kind of pipe bomb promo from Raw a few years ago. It was basically AJ Lee, talking to the Bellas, Natalya, basically the whole Total Divas cast on why she would never join, because she's not. Basically, she was talking about how she's not fake, or she doesn't have to sleep her way to the top, get with the top guys in the company, such as Nikki Bella used to date John Cena, and Brie Bella used to date Daniel Bryan. AJ Lee talked about how she got to the top on her own, how she became Divas champion on her own, and she doesn't need to be on a fake, overproduced reality show to showcase her talents, to show, she does her talking in the ring. So basically her delivery on this promo was top notch, top grade. It was something special. Love this promo. And I'll go back and watch this promo. probably AJ Lee's best promo. She has a lot of great promos. I see why Vince McMahon was so high on her. I mean, Vince McMahon gave her the Raw general manager role. Like, Vince was high on AJ Lee. So, yeah, this promo here was spectacular. Number 1, to round out my list for top 3 promos, is the CM Punk pipe bomb from June 2011. This promo, everyone knows this promo. Everyone's seen this promo. This is probably CM Punk's best promo. Yeah, this promo that put him on the map. People still talk about this promo to this day. CM Punk just dove into, everything that was wrong with the WWE at the time. He just talked about how the company just makes wrong decisions. They put all their stock into the wrong people, to the wrong guys. Other people should get a chance. Kind of what he was talking about. And CM Punk, this is where he kind of caught steam. And some people today think, was it real? Was it a shoot? But that promo had a lot of validity to it. Excuse me. Had a lot of validity to it. And yeah, this promo was amazing. This promo it captivated me. It opened my eyes, and I always go back to watch this promo because it was just that damn good. So that rounds out my top 3 promos. Next, I want to dive into my favorite NFL team, my favorite NBA team. My NFL team is the New Orleans Saints, the 2009-2010 Super Bowl champions. First and foremost, Drew Brees is my guy. Drew Brees is my favorite athlete out of all major pro sports of America. Like, Drew Brees is that guy. He's inspirational. He's great on the field and off the field. Amazing father, amazing husband, amazing player. He's just a positive figure. Drew Brees is that guy. I mean, Drew Brees, obviously one of the all-time greats. In my opinion, I have him maybe, we can dive into this in another video, but I have him definitely top 5 for me. I have maybe like 2 guys above him at the moment. But if he wins the championship this year, he's number 1 for me. He's number 1 for me. If he wins the championship this year and wins MVP, he's 1 for me. I mean, he holds almost every major quarterback category, passing category, touchdowns, completion percentage, yards. I mean, this man, this is nothing this man hasn't done, honestly. My Saints, we go up against the Minnesota Vikings on Sunday. That should be interesting. We have history with the Vikings. Back in 2009, the NFC Championship game, Brett Favre, Bounty Gate, whatever. People want to put an asterisk by that game, whatever. And how can we forget 2017, 2018 playoffs? The Minnesota Miracle, Stephon Diggs catch, Marcus Williams, mishap, kind of got the revenge, but this is the 3rd installment. The playoffs between the Saints and the Vikings, home game for the Saints. Of course, my Saints gonna win this. Kirk Cousins is, he's not that guy. He's not worth $84 million guaranteed. He's not that guy. So I feel like we're gonna. Not saying it's gonna be easy, but we should win pretty decisively, I believe, and can't wait for that. NBA for me is my favorite team is the Phoenix Suns. The Phoenix Suns for me is just not only do I love their uniforms, but that's not the reason why I love the Phoenix Suns because I'm a huge Charles Barkley fan. The 1993 NBA MVP Charles Barkley. I just love that Charles Barkley for his size at 6'4", playing power forward. His specialty was rebounds at 6'4", at power forward getting rebounds against 6'4" now is like point guard height, and he was 6'4" playing power forward, you know, getting buckets and getting rebounds. And just think if Charles Barkley took care of himself, you know, physically, who knows what this man, you know, could have accomplished. But of course, you know, he never won a championship. You know, he went to the finals against Jordan, lost in 6. Yeah, so of course we had, you know, other greats as far as like Grant Hill, Steve Nash, you know, Amari Stoudemire. But now I just believe the past couple, the last time we went to the playoffs was 2010, Western Conference Finals against Kobe and the Lakers. We lost in 6. Heartbreaking for me. I really want us to go to the finals. Oh man, I really want us to go to the finals. It's been 10 years. We haven't made the playoffs since that Western Conference Finals appearance against the Kobe and the Lakers. And now we got Devin Booker. You know, you got Aiden. You got a nice young core, young coach, players coach. I'm looking forward to the future. Devin Booker's easily one of the youngest, you know, one of the top young scorers in the league today. He has a bright future. We got him locked up for maybe, I think, 5 years. I think we got him for about 5 years. Hopefully he doesn't leave us or demand a trade. You know, a lot of players do that today. You know, demand a trade. You know, get me out of here. We're not going to win anything. You know, I want to leave. You know, example, Anthony Davis with the Pelicans, but we're not going to talk about that right now. College football for me, my favorite team is the Texas Longhorns. The Texas Longhorns. I've been a fan of the Texas Longhorns for a while now, for much of my life. Who can forget, you know, Vince Young, you know, winning us the national title in 2005, you know, and then we went to the national championship again against Alabama back in 2009. And I firmly believe we would have beat Alabama if Colt McCoy didn't get hurt at the beginning of the game. I firmly believe we would have won. But, you know, things happen. Injuries are part of football. Texas, that's my school. Longhorns, baby. All the way, hook 'em. Hook 'em. Hook 'em. Yeah. But that's going to wrap up this first video, my debut video on YouTube. I want to thank everyone for watching. Please like and subscribe. Let's see where this goes. Let's see where this A King Bro channel goes. As always, be blessed. Stay positive. And just, you know, rock out, guys. Just, you know, live life to the fullest and be confident. So that's going to be it for me. Yeah. I'm out.